techniques for battle.
Technological techniques of battle. Oh, wait.
Previously, one large. Some trials.
Training complete.
Reporting.
Waiting for orders. Yes, Commander.
Mech warrior training complete.
Yep.
The adventures continue.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Receiving you.
Training complete.
As now it's just kinda time to go grind again? Yeah. Just go do whatever for a bit.
Beep.
Speedman's in the tube. Paul as well. Yeah, the Centurion is still being rebuilt. After intense events. Powerful days. With this begins the quest to have 4 heavies. And then more heavies. And that the move from heavy to assault is less drastic than the light to medium and medium to heavy in terms of equipment gap.
Command interface initiated.
You could live comfortably with one assault bot as a centerpiece.
You think we'll see bears?
It's a good question.
Heading out.
One that should always be on your mind. At all times, remain bear aware.
On my way. Sensors have something.
You betcha. Move order received.
Alright, so light and a medium over here in sneaking position. The 2 mediums right in front of us. And then the guns on the base.
Go. Position confirmed.
Medium with LRM-5.
Waiting on you, Commander. On my way. Affirmative. Do they think they can hurt me? Good to go. Moving to position. Firing on target.
The new era of constant headshots. A skull explodes on every page.
Internal structure damage.
Standing by. Position confirmed. Firing all weapons. They've got a lock on me.
A fire starter on ice.
Yeah. Commander?
Firestarter on ice is it's bold. I don't know how effective that is. I could sum it up with not, but hey, I'm
Well,
not an
it's
expert.
drawn my attention. It's an effective heatsink.
That's true.
They've blown past my armor.
What kind of damage is on tugboat? Right arm is open and nearly falling off. Left arm. Right, gotta remember this is mirrored.
What do you need? Engaging jump jet. Giving them everything I've got. Standing by.
Yeah, pretty okay with moving back over this hill.
Jumping.
That splits up the opposition.
Engaging with target. Solid connection on that one.
heavy damage.
Grasshopper's doing its job.
Beep.
Not much armor left in that location. Losing lots of armor. Yes, Commander.
So they have 2 more medium speed somethings out there.
Affirmative.
And no light speed anythings.
Target neutralized. They've got a sensor lock on me. They've blown past my armor. Hell yes.
Aye, aye. Orders? I'm here.
Waiting for orders.
Orders? On it. Copy that.
That was done mostly for the initiative tab.
Reporting internal damage.
Good to go. On my way. Firing on target. Critical hit, Commander.
Oh, damn it. Oh, that hit me in the
2 skulls, 40 mediums.
receiving you.
Could probably fit a couple more mediums in there.
Aye, aye. Target confirmed. Reporting critical hit.
Sometimes 2 skulls is 500 mediums. Sometimes 1.5 skulls is just a locust and a commando, and that's it. It happens.
Weapon system down. Orders. kill. They've got a lock on me.
Armor's holding, Commander. Nothing to see here. Commander? All weapons are go. That hit something good.
Alright, there are no weapons in this arm, so that's not damage.
Standing by. Ooh.
Commander? Got it.
Right, you don't have enough skill for the reduced minimum range perk.
Got it.
It's a flaw of the skill system that they've put into this for pilots that several of the skills are remove the drawbacks of all your equipment so that
Yeah.
things stop having rolls.
Oh, I hate
The minimum range becomes so small that it is trivially easy to stay within, like outside of it,
Good to go.
even with the slowest robots.
Engaging. Hostile removed.
Oh, nice. That's a full Kintaro. Neat.
It's a good haul.
It's a solid ass robot.
my internals are taking a beating.
If you wanted to go the LRM route, that thing can stock up on a relatively large number.
Give them everything you've got.
Yes, Commander.
Think about it. 5 LRM-5s.
Think about ranged missiles.
Roger.
Good to go. Right, Commander.
up, boss. Acknowledged.
Yeah, there we go. Things are under control now. This got spicy because we went over the hill and were thus seen by everyone and everything.
But now that we are safely behind the hill, it's alright. No problems, really. All we have to do is just stay outside the environment. It's much safer out there.
Waiting for orders.
There's nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
It's 200 space tons of BattleTech.
Weird. Can't shoot from there? I guess it's just that hill.
Sure. Shapes are fake.
Got a lock on me.
I guess that other one's like on the reclining edge of the hill.
Okay, you do almost have the power to point the camera more useful directions. Almost, except then it slams into the ground. Into this invisible plane that's above the ground, actually. It's like there's nothing under where the camera is right now. Nothing should prevent it from, like, dipping into that valley if they just gave it collision.
Weird.
Or, like, if I were over here, over this lake, yeah, same spot, same altitude.
Guess it's just a...
Good to go.
Alright, there's just a maximum distance that it is allowed to go down.
Coordinates received. Engaging.
Waiting for orders.
Hawk, you aren't going anywhere. Hawk, you do not have permission to exit.
Confirmed.
Taking the shot.
This is trouble.
Good to go.
What is that, though?
Ready for orders. Copy that. Rear armor it is. Solid connection on that one. I've been sensor locked.
Commander. Oh, I'm hit.
Mech warriors, show them what you got.
These overall health bars are pretty useless.
They kind of are, yeah.
There should just be
armor
a
one is
tiny
fine.
copy of the figurine instead.
Receiving you.
That would provide you the actual information you care about.
Because yeah, the majority of times a robot goes down, they'll be at like half structure, not when they are going down to none.
Waiting for orders.
A whole 6 damage done by that shadowed hawk.
Well, it declined to move its full speed. It has chosen death.
Engage.
Behold, a fist.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Nice! Ammo explosion with the single small laser shot. Good stuff. Leaving it with a singular small tube of missiles.
Leaving it with a set of earphones. Ah, yes, that's Hunchback. That's Gunback. That's Gunchback over there. That's a cannon in a cube.
Commander?
It's Santa.
Reporting. Internal damage. Oh, I'm hit.
So that felt about LRM 30.
Standing by.
Is there any stock build that uses twin 15s? I think that was twin 15s. Is that the stock trebuchet?
Aye, aye.
Scratch another target.
Mech destroyed.
Commander. I'm taking internal damage.
Good to go.
I copy.
Reporting major armor loss.
Commander? Affirmative. Affirmative.
That shot got past my armor. Commander? Affirmative. They've got a sensor lock on me. This isn't looking too good.
This wasn't as bad until Gunchback and 200 LRMs showed up.
Waiting for orders. Commander? Roger. Locking on target. Ready for orders. Target confirmed.
Better. Worse.
Waiting for orders. Critical hit, Commander. All out of long-range missiles, Commander.
Can't maintain.
2 skulls, eh? Like, the principle of this will lie to you, okay, that's fine. Except this is also lying to me, when that's usually the indicator that this is false. And this is an allied faction that's supposed to overpay for everything, and I am being shortchanged on a 2 skull that's a 4 skull.
Command interface initiated.
Great. I get to choose between hellfire or a frozen death.
Right, Commander.
I copy.
Affirmative.
How, though? How do you just have nowhere to walk to from here? Obviously, that's an impassable rock.
Beep. Here we go. I've got an unknown on sensors. Moving out. Ready for orders.
You can note how every time anything has happened, I'm immediately reaching for the robot, trying to pop open the details, so I can know what actually happened. And they don't let you do this until time has passed.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Oh wait, you're the LRM
Good to
one.
go.
You're the other brawler.
Sweet.
Is that it? I'm barely scratched. I hear ya. No sweat.
Yes, Commander. Got it. Affirmative.
So, a further thing that can be put forward here, every time someone has said having more robots on your team would make turns take too long, that's clearly wrong, because every fight is 4v8, 4v12, 4v16, 4v200.
Receiving you.
There's already that many pieces on the board, and if this is an acceptable turn time to you, then having more tools for you to engage the situation doesn't change that. In fact, it makes it better, because you have more tools with which to change the situation, bringing fights under control in a smaller number of turns. Turns taking longer is fine if you take half as many turns, because the match ends faster, turn-wise.
You've got nothing. You hear me? What can I do for you?
Got something you want done? Kicking it vertical. Minimum damage. This guy's nothing.
Waiting on you, Commander. Moving to position.
You just don't do anything this turn. Neither of those shots are worth it.
Receiving you. Aye, aye. Aye, aye. Mech warriors, show them what you got.
Copy that. Scored a critical hit.
What can I do for you?
Receiving you. On the move. Copy that. One more for the kill board. I can't take much more of this.
I hear ya.
Waiting for orders. Moving out. On it.
Waiting for orders. Got it.
What can I do for you?
Lifting off. Locking on target.
I hear ya.
Well, this is where the mission goes. We stand in these woods and pummel everything that comes over that hill, one at a time.
Orders.
Where we live and how we fight.
Ah, that really hurts.
Good to go. They've blown past my armor.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Standing by. Scored a critical hit.
I hear ya. I read you, Commander. Moving out. Right, Commander.
Receiving you. Got it.
Alright, now, 2 headshots.
Oh, my armor's melting off. Yeah. Locked on. That didn't hit.
So, these who were standing over here are the base garrison, and the reinforcement wave was standing inside the base. And immediately moved up.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Orders?
There's a bit less thought put into the random maps than should be.
Critical hit, Commander.
They are
What can I
lacking.
do for you? Sounds smart. Cooling.
Affirmative.
For example, how often reinforcements aren't reinforcements, but just a second extra block of enemies that were there the whole time.
Good.
That you can often run into before meeting the main whatever it is.
Reporting light damage. Waiting for orders.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Reinforcements that are just forcements.
Receiving you. Engaging.
Kill confirmed, Commander.
One less target.
Heading out.
On it. Moving out.
This could be a mission where I don't bother to kill everything. Because it's a bit much. Maybe not as much, so what else was in there? The gunchback, a catapult, another Shadowhawk,
Yes, Commander.
and then the base gun turrets.
What can I do for you? Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Yes, Commander. Roger.
Good to go. Confirmed.
Ready for orders. Commander? Coordinates received.
I hear ya. Uh-huh.
Yes, Commander. Full speed, no target.
Orders. Coordinates received.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Ready for orders. Move order received.
So were the enforcements not here? Were they over there then?
Confirmed. Turret destroyed.
I hear ya. Moving out.
Standing by. Firing on target.
Enemy structure damaged, Commander.
Payday.
Enemy structure eliminated.
Receiving you. Heading out. Engaging target.
What can I do for you?
Affirmative. One less turret.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Commander. Coordinates received. Locking on.
Commander.
Everything drops the hammer on you immediately, or no one shows up.
Acknowledged. Rot it down, Commander.
And they show up not in response to my actions, but because I've crossed the magic line to activate the pod. It's pods. They made pods a thing. They were over here. And it's two hunchbacks who were over here the whole time.
Coordinates received. Can't take many more hits like that.
Aye, aye. Copy that.
In practice, the range bands largely work out to there being a single range. There's just fight. That's it.
Locked on.
There was one range band, and it's how much gunnery skill does your pilot have?
Orders. Move order received. All weapons are go.
Okay, there's a large beam turret back there.
Good to go. Here we go. Armor breach. Internal damage.
Standing by.
to unload.
Good to go. On my way. Affirmative. Scored a critical hit.
Better. 1 hunch is under control.
Waiting for orders. Aye, aye.
Losing lots of armor.
And those turrets can only engage me because the hunches are spotting for them.
Ready for orders. Heading out.
Sure.
Firing full complement on the enemy. Mech destroyed.
It's fine though, because we offset its initiative last round.
Taking the shot.
Commander? Tell me what to shoot. Critical hit, Commander.
Ready for orders. I copy.
Minimal damage on that hit. Armor breach. Internal damage. Aye, aye.
And there's one additional reinforcement bot then.
Acknowledged. Engaging with target.
It's under control.
That hunch has been dehunched. Anti-hunch.
Damage minimal.
Waiting for orders. Right, Commander. a kill. All out of long-range missiles, Commander.
Yes, Commander.
Commander. Aye, aye. I copy. They've got a sensor lock on me.
Taking heavy hits, Commander.
Light standard turret. Not medium laser turret.
Well, it's armed with the standard.
Orders?
That's it. Basic guns.
A cicada.
Why?
How?
Roger that.
What are you even doing here, Cicada?
So what, hitting restart re-rolls the mission contents?
Maybe?
Because this absolutely wasn't here last time.
I'm hit. That shot got past my armor. What do you need? Engaging.
Alright, so you could use that to take a just good enough mission and save scum it until it gives you crab.
I suppose so.
Alright, we jump into bayonet range. Revolver range. The one remaining beam.
Yes, Commander. Copy that.
I'm taking internal damage. Standing by.
Got it.
I'm here. Receiving you. Roger. Giving them everything I've got. Inflicted some heavy damage.
Ready for orders.
That poor armless cicada. What's it gonna do now? What's its move?
What did it do before?
I mean, that's also a good question.
Hey, I'm getting
I guess maybe the idea was
Give 'em
strip
everything you got.
strip armor in a single shot with the
Waiting for
PPC, and then start crit hunting with the machine guns.
Firing a full
But
salvo.
those are two incredibly different ranges.
Target neutralized. It's pretty damn hot in here.
Waiting for orders. Affirmative.
That cicada was nothing but the right leg and the head when you destroyed it.
Affirmative.
Standing by. Locked on target.
A cicada is nothing.
Flatten that one.
It's a foolish
Waiting
machine
for orders.
made to just be spiteful.
On my
Not even
way.
productive spite is why.
Orders.
Tell me what to shoot. Ooh.
Good to go. Firing.
Also, weirdly, the resale value on a cicada is actually reasonably high because it has such a large engine in it. You can tear that out and put it into something else that's actually more relevant.
I copy.
With just a little bit of refitting, you can make the cicada slightly less garbage. Just a little bit of planning.
By getting it into a chop shop and removing that engine,
Standing by.
putting it in
Yes,
anything
and then-
else.
And also putting maybe any weapons on the cicada at all.
So
Engage.
just
After
discard the
putting it in.
husk. Skip
That's
that
fair, too.
engine. There's a fusion core in there. That's good money.
It's a big one too. It's got a
One last
340, I
turn.
think, in there usually. That's a big ass engine.
Mission success.
$320, but that's still rather large.
take a slice of Gunchback.
Gunch.
That's worth putting into storage.
That mech you wanted is back online.
So they're having me make this decision without being able to see the full stat pages of robots.
Yeah, just makes it a bit of a pain to dig them back out afterwards if you didn't know exactly what you were going for.
We can move down to 1 active hunchback.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
No equipment lost.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
Nothing lost. The Kentaro has one of the sharpest punches of all the mediums, with its excellent short range loadout. That is, in fact, fair to immediately throw away for a long range loadout, but
The LRM-50.
you can't pull this off. If you just decided that it didn't have any armor at all.
For one low price. Now, the 40.
With only a single ton of ammo, though?
The LRM-40.
It's still quite fragile, but I mean, I suppose that
It's an
would work out.
LRM-40.
Yeah.
Don't get shot. Standard I've set everywhere else for mediums is 30. 30 has been a useful number. But what about 40?
A level beyond, huh?
Two 15s would be a better 30, but I don't have two 15s kicking around.
It
Because
would be
nobody
slightly
sells
more tonnage efficient.
15s.
3 5s would be the same level of tonnage for what it's worth, and you do have the slots for that. Fifteen's a good number. That's why
That
it's
would
rare.
allow
People
full
like it.
main armor, which would then be, yes, manageable cutbacks to allow for 2 backup beams.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
So then that, the Centurion, and the long-range Wolverine.
So what you've ended up here with this setup then would be a much more resilient trebuchet. That's also not, like, does not have the overly large engine in it because of that.
Alright, so now we either wait out some repair time or, well, we're gonna wait out some repair time by traveling towards lighter space.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
And now, full
Roger,
engine.
Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
A real engine. Capable of 2 gravity.
Two entire G.
And, like, sustaining 2 gravity for some span of time. By all appearances, we're a torch ship.
Whenever you are.
We don't do any fancy transfer orbits, we just go.
Yeah, seems good. You're rich, right? You can get this.
Medusa, why would you try to go between? You have seniority, Medusa. You've been here forever.
You do. Medusa, you're one of the originals.
You outrank everyone on this boat, Medusa.
Except for Decker. Decker's the only one who outranks you.
Yeah, they're peers.
Yeah, but Decker was in the first mission when Medusa was in the backup. So I kind of assumed that Decker has to slightly outrank him or something. But well, who cares?
You could have had more important things to do.
Medusa was just barely still in the tube.
Who wants
you guys
dragon parts? There's dragon parts for sale. Dragon parts
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
600,000 sea bills. You can walk out of here with an entire dragon.
New weapon systems available.
Well, you can walk out of here with 2/3 of a dragon.
And also you have
400
to spend 1,200. 12,000.
Yes,
12 mil-
a million.
1.2 million.
You just spend one dragon.
Yeah, spend a whole dragon for 2/3 of a dragon. And yeah, there you go.
Available.
There you go. Dragons are worth exactly 2/3 as much as they actually cost.
That's just math.
Yep.
Okay, now we're over here, and here's 2 skulls for 500,000, and that's normal. And if this surprised me with the 200, with the loadout that was on the other, 200,000 small mission, but yeah, this 670. That would make a bit more sense. The range is a bit over wide. Things go from, you can't trust everything you see, to kind of full number wang. Although this time let's be a bit more ruthless and bring the boys to town. Deploy many bees. Hey, Tesla's back in one piece. Get in the heavy. That thing will breach. Of course, you can charge a full dragon for 2/3 of a dragon, because everyone has a third of a dragon just kind of laying about the house.
Yeah, like everyone got theirs like inherited from someone else, their third of a dragon, and no one's really actually interested in finishing it. So they're kind of just want to pawn it off, you know?
Which means that the market for 1/3 of a dragon is flooded, whereas the market for 2/3 of a dragon is very barren.
Mm-hmm. The moment that you actually get 2/3 of a dragon, you can pretty upcharge it pretty hard. Actually thinking about an economic structure like that is disgusting.
Command interface initiated.
Ready for action, Commander.
Battling in a jungle. Welcome to it.
Order received.
On the move.
Jungle type combat.
Move order received.
Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of scooch up this wise, and then battle will happen here.
On my way.
On the move. Copy that. Yes, Commander. Sensors locked on. Commander.
Which, yeah. Pilot skills are the most important numbers, which... Yeah, big gross.
Affirmative.
Pilots are not the stars of this franchise. The Stompets are. Equipment should absolutely be the dominant factor in your performance.
Good to go. jump jets. Targeting for an alpha strike.
Like, meanwhile, elsewhere in the mechanics, a component that just gives general plus 20 accuracy
Ready for
is an
war.
extremely big deal.
Double
Such a device would be your most highly prized and deadly weapon. And every pilot just grows into that innately.
Commander,
Like, say, the two brothers who you have sit at the back safely sniping things as your artillerymen, who then snowball into an unstoppable force that rains death on everyone and everything from any difference with absolute precision.
think I hit something good.
Shredding armor, landing criticals, landing knockdowns, slaying pilots.
Aye, aye.
Just two brothers with enough LRMs.
Time to earn our money.
As a robot component, that would be fighting for weight and crit slots, playing into the give and take of the machinery.
Light damage. Holding firm. Receiving you.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
I think I hit something good. I've been sensor locked.
Good to go. Piece of cake.
Okay, drawback of having the fight up here, it will take 6 to 8 weeks for the Grasshopper to reach the battle line and start trading shots.
Who wants some of this, huh? Confirmed. Got it.
So the Forcer,
Critical
40.
hit, Commander.
That's either Panther or Cicada, I guess. And 25, that's Commando.
Yep. Heading out. taking the shot.
There, the grasshopper is in range.
Time to
Commander.
destroy.
The hopping begins.
Target acquired. Hostile eliminated.
Oh, I took one.
Classic cicada move.
Commander,
Just kinda being there.
location confirmed.
Half armor cicada. Disgusting.
Targeting for an alpha strike. Report critical hit.
Standing by. Aye, aye. Firing.
Ready for orders. Affirmative. One less target. Barely hit, Commander.
Commander. Standing by. Ah! Target eliminated.
Waiting for orders. got it.
Alright, this grasshopper is really heat efficient at this level of weaponry.
Oh yeah,
It runs cold.
probably.
Target.
Grasshoppers are. It probably has too many heat sinks at this point.
Target neutralized.
That sounds like an opportunity to put jump jets on it.
Waiting for orders. Affirmative. I've got a sensor lock.
Hatchet Man at the bottom of a cliff.
As far away from everyone else as possible.
Hatchet Man in the pit.
Hatchet Man.
Doing the thing that hatchets can.
Firing.
Good to go. On my way. Acknowledged. Inflicted some heavy damage.
That poor Hatchet Man. It's doing its best. It's trying.
Good to go.
It did what it could.
All weapons are go. Solid connection on that one.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Hatchet Man is down here, furiously sheathing and unsheathing the hatchet.
It's doing a.
Ready for
That's a I want to cut something flick.
Wanna chop him?
coordinates received.
That's the equivalent of popping a switchblade in and out, but it's an axe on a giant robot.
At the bottom of a cliff, being pelted with missiles.
That's a kill.
Internal structure damage.
Receiving you. Got it. Copy that.
Funnily enough, I think the Hatchet Man might be the only mech that's in this game that's not in MechWarrior Online, so its model was probably completely custom made. As opposed to the majority of them, which were provided by PGI. That's probably why the Hatchet Man has so much more
I'm out of
idle
SRM.
animation than like every other one.
Doesn't it twist back and forth?
Yeah.
Ready for orders.
Well, Shank did her job.
Missiles were shot.
The launchers are intact. The ammo was in that arm.
On my way. Roger that. Reporting critical hit.
Orders. I'm on the move.
Hey, Firestarter, you like heat?
You got it.
Are you looking for hot metal?
Receiving you. Hostile removed.
Waiting for orders.
Hawk has to go around.
Reporting internal damage. Yes, Commander.
Why only that hex, though?
Putting my weight into it. Target's taking a critical hit.
Yes, Commander. Moving to position.
Jenner is now controlled.
Orders.
What's up, boss?
It's just that one hex that will permit melee.
Weird.
Target confirmed. Mech destroyed.
Standing by.
What is that? That building next to where the Jenner... But that's a building of some kind. There's just a house there at some point.
Yeah, just ruins. Just debris.
Just the one, though. There's a single house in this one jungle.
Moving out.
It lived here.
LRMs are out.
Waiting for orders. Moving out. Locking on.
Single
Solid
medium
connection
laser.
on that
One shot. One kill.
Ready
Beam's
for
all you
deploy.
need.
Good beaming.
What do you need? Got the angle. Taking the shot. Good to go. Locked on. Rear armor. Enemy down.
Mission.
Brigand units.
Yeah, so my Centurion runs 3 tons of LRM ammo, and that's more correct. Others should be doing similar. That's enough endurance for fight.
Welcome, Hatchetman.
Axeman.
You do a lot of damage. In a punch.
A lot of damage once.
Yes.
That mech you wanted is back online.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard. On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
I could just cut LRM Wolverine off the roster. LRM Centurion is doing that job entirely well.
That's fair.
Although this has the jets. Centurion also has some jets. Well, we just opened up all these additional mech slots. All the LRM bots can just live in a space.
Pets are not allowed aboard the Argo. If you're out on shore leave and you see something fluffy, enjoy it.
LRM bots, melee bots.
It doesn't belong on a dropship.
SRM brawlers and beam havers.
Not the Hatchetman is in this game in general. I want to see them put in a mech that has a sword, just because I want to see how dumb that's gonna look.
Two beams, AC-10s, and the hatchet.
The hatchet is very heavy. Actually, three?
It's
That's
3
it?
tons. It's bulky, but not dense.
Huh. Weird.
Plus 70
I thought it was
melee
heavy.
damage.
It otherwise does not really have that much in the way of backup weapons.
Yeah, so this arm plus plus
Yes.
weighs as much and is bigger and is worth 40 melee damage. Hatchet
Now-
Man is a very serious melee combatant.
If you loaded up both of those...
And then, you know, guns. What? No. Honor!
Oh, you could just load on 2 large lasers instead. Or, yeah, a lot of armor.
Large lasers fit, with the lack of any other systems competing.
Yeah, and that's very heat efficient too to fire 2 large lasers. It's got the jump jet still. It's reasonably armored still, even like this.
Yes.
This thing, you probably don't need that heatsink, actually.
Was just thinking it. Yeah, that's now near full armor.
That's pretty solid. This thing will just rush in there and mess something's day up. Yeah. Beams. Axe.
The light show, followed by the gun show.
I think you've made a 45-ton mech there that does about the same amount of damage as an Atlas when it punches.
Correct. All is well in the world. Million space buck, 3 skull base capture. On the tundra. I think we can do that.
Calculating course.
That's a good source of large parts.
Sounds good.
It will be cold. We will bring many beams. We have an axe.
Your Hatchet Man does 10 points more damage than an Atlas in melee.
Good.
You have the highest damage melee punch that there exists in the game right now. That's 150 damage to a single chunk. If that hits a center torso, that will destroy most mechs.
That's an AC 30.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
That will end whatever robot part it strikes. So get ready for it to miss constantly.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
Now entering synchronous orbit.
Still 2/3 of a Banshee for sale. 5 million for an entire griffin.
This is an all-ship announcement. The mech lab will be closing down for maintenance at 0830. If you're not the commander or a member
Training
of the
complete.
engineering team,
Meatman gets coolant.
stay out and gives the all clear.
Meatland. Meatman. Meatland. Meatland Meatman
What can I do for you?
needs to marinate.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Reporting.
Mech warrior training complete.
Ready for orders.
Training complete.
Received. Waiting. Good to go.
Training
We were equipped for
confirmed.
tactical deployment of the sauce.
This is an all-ship announcement. At our next port of call,
Mech warrior training complete.
Tactical
Yes,
sauce
Commander.
deployment.
Waiting for orders.
keep your eyes open for potential candidates.
Layer that sauce on. Only when appropriate.
What's the plan?
Yes, Commander.
Orders. Ready for orders.
Good to
When it
go.
will assure victory.
Training confirmed, Commander.
I'm here. Waiting for orders. Receiving you. What's up, boss? Orders.
Mech warrior training.
Withhold the sauce when it is not required. It is far too powerful to be used on this.
Receiving you.
The sauce is not to be wielded in anger.
Training confirmed, Commander. Mech warrior training.
The sauce is a tool of
Ready for
justice.
orders.
Reporting.
Wait. Orders.
Good to go.
Commander.
Good to go. Standing by.
So, Tesla and Grasshopper. These two in appropriately up-ammoed LRM boats. And then Beam Wolverine? Yeah, Beam Wolverine. That or a Hunchback, and I'm leaning Wolverine for the mobility, the flexibility. Want to be able to get places.
Men warriors, prepare for combat.
Axeman will fight another day.
Command interface initiated.
Position confirmed.
No sweat.
Affirmative. On my way. Consider it done.
Alright, so we have a covered approach to the target and a river between us and the target. There's not much room for this map to be rude.
Got a sensor trace.
And it's cold.
Yes, Commander.
And
Got
it's
that
cold.
tundra weather.
Heading out. Yes, Commander. Move order received.
Security may be heavier than expected.
Sensors locked on.
Heavy turrets.
Ready for orders.
This is what heavy turret means.
Engaging.
Got
Many
some meat
guns
to
on
it.
it. Yeah.
I hear ya.
Many guns and a lot of meat in a heavy turret.
Got it. Tell me what to shoot.
When you get down to it, though, that heavy laser turret is actually you just stuck two light standard turrets together. That's all that is.
Yes, Commander.
It's two at once. Two large lasers, four mediums, and what was that? Four machine guns? That's exactly what it would be.
No problem.
What it would be.
That's right, the heavy turret. Inferior to the light standard, I guess.
Receiving you.
Heavy sniper.
Jaeger mech
Okay.
on a stick with some PPCs.
Standing by.
Why the machine guns?
But why the machine guns?
Why? I guess there's no reason why not to. They don't have any, like, ammo explosion concerns in a turret.
Waiting on you, Commander. I read you, Commander. Moving out.
I don't think I ever noticed that the Wolverine has two dumb antennae sticking out of it. Like little alien ears.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
They're not even symmetrical.
Oh, that's probably why I didn't notice them. Hey, if they're asymmetrical, that's probably better for, like, locational space stuff.
Maybe.
Owls have asymmetric ears because it helps them identify things better by hearing.
Ready for orders.
One of the ears is above the other one. Also, it's above most of the rest of their head.
I've got a sensor lock.
Owls are weird. Everybody's.
Need. Roger.
So far this mission is 1,000,000 space bucks to fight 4 very large turrets.
What can I do for you? On my way. Uh-huh. Gotcha.
That appear to be just outright idle. Like, none of them have tried to sensor lock me to set up shots, which I suppose they can't if they're all direct fire turrets? If there's no missile turrets anywhere among them?
On my way. Double time.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts.
There's the fight.
Standing by.
Moving
got a lock.
The reinforcement wave of 7 crabs.
Receiving you.
Man, if only. That'd be a good way to go.
That'd be
You encounter
a,
7
a
crabs.
strong harvest of crabs. That's 2 crabs, at least.
Yeah. You encounter 7 crabs, and like,
Confirmed.
you just kind of love the life choices that brought you to where you were. And then you lose, because it's 7 crabs.
An AC-20. And what else do you even need in this turret?
4 flamers.
Waiting on you,
4
Commander.
Why, though?
flamethrowers. Who are these for?
Right, Commander.
And I'm looking at that 40 on the reinforcements. And I'm left wondering, was all the tonnage for this mission taken up by these heavy gun turrets?
It might actually have been, yes.
Is that
Hey,
a
might get good
cicada?
Is that a cicada? Or is it a panther, and therefore actually maybe able of doing anything at all?
Be there in a jiff.
Brace for cicada contact.
Waiting for orders.
Cicada could strike at any time. Remain vigilant.
Location confirmed.
Vindicator or Blackjack is actually what I was thinking of rather than for 40
I've got a
tons.
sensor lock. Commander,
Aren't those 45s?
I know that the Blackjack's are 40. Pretty sure. I'm thinking it's 40. It might be 45. I don't know what numbers
that
are.
turret is gone.
Numbers is all the same. 6 and 9 is the same number. 40 and 45 and 35 is all the same.
Hey, cicada.
They've got a lock on me.
Particle cicada that didn't fire its gun and instead tried to sensor lock somebody.
Could work.
Cool plan, cicada.
Like, the best part about the cicada is how horrendously inappropriate its weapons are and also its job. Alright, it's really fast, so it's gonna run out there first and get in the way, and then it's gonna use its long-range gun
Want some more?
to do, like, one shot.
Okay, there's some heavies behind it that it abandoned while moving forward.
Ah, 60 ton. Some LRMs and medium-style lasers.
On my way. I'm gonna give them the big bubble.
One of the best features of the Grasshopper is because it can load up so many jump jets, it's actually able to jump farther than it can actually sprint and still fire. It also builds up an insane amount of heat on it, so it's not like just perfect, but still.
Oh, I'm bleeding, Commander.
In a world of endless headshots.
What's up, boss?
Just one. That's nothing.
Good to go. Confirmed.
Cicada, log off.
Acknowledge.
Uninstall.
Go home, Cicada. What's even your plan?
Reporting critical hit.
What do you want in life, Cicada?
Do you even have a job, Cicada?
It's running
There
away.
you go.
Got a sensor lock on me.
All right,
It's
well, it finally
afraid.
knows
Waiting
its
for
actual
orders.
job.
He was winged in the head by a single machine gun bullet. Or that was a single missile. Yeah, then let's jump you back across the river. And then scan one of these new introductions. What are you, 60?
I've got a sensor lock.
Quick draw. Quick draw G.
Orders? Here you go, moron.
We are now in position. And a thunderbolt. Thunderbolt SE over here.
Orders? Locked on target. Aye, aye. Got it.
Good to go. Got it. Got it.
Cicada, could you cease and desist?
Critical hit, Commander.
One or the other won't suffice.
Not much armor left in that location. Commander? Move order received. Firing on multiple enemies. Okay, that hurt.
It will take time to crack two fully armored heavies
Good to go.
with our current loadout. but it will happen.
Waiting for orders. Got it.
What's up, boss? Target confirmed. Commander? Time to fly.
This is also good. If it wants to engage these, then it's going to show its back
Ready for orders.
to the hopper. You first, though.
You got it. That's a critical hit.
Minimal damage, Commander. Commander?
Standing by. On my way. Engaging with target.
These two are pretty stable.
Orders?
Not inflicting a whole lot of wiggling here. Not yet, at least.
Waiting for orders. Affirmative. Critical hit, Commander.
Quick Draw understands the correct form of combat.
I'm taking internal damage. Yes, Commander.
Quick Draw knows. The most honorable form is the correct form.
Though, of course, first.
Coordinates received.
Need to even the odds to 4-on-1.
It's very fair.
Aye, aye. Target eliminated. It's go time.
Good to go.
And, hey, you're, showing your back
Firing at
to my missile boats, so...
Yes, Commander. Confirmed. Targeting for an alpha strike. I think I hit something good.
Commander? Targeting enemy backside. Enemy down.
Right, we still have to actually touch the objective.
I'm there.
Here we go.
Copy that.
Someone will get there.
You got it.
Moving to position.
This is too steep. This rock on this beach, that's inaccessible.
Jumping.
That is a cliff hex. Onto a damp hex.
Mission.
Whoa. Plus, plus, plus.
It knows where it belongs.
Nice.
LRM-10, it knows.
50% crit and more stability damage. The good stuff.
The search for more heavies takes priority. Naturally. Never enough large. The next plot mission advertises 3 skulls. $500,000 for a sand battle.
Roger that, Commander. Course
Sand
plotted.
fight.
Of all the hoppers in the shop. Couple of sinks out. Couple of jets in.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
I've got the financial report.
Although, with the expenses this company now racks up, unless I mothball a bunch of our extra mechs, we should probably be starting to stay in the 3 skull zone. Cash is called for.
Undocked from jump ship. We're clear.
Lose 2 morale, which is a very slow, steady strategic resource for paying pocket change. Paying pocket change to local mafia, which is essentially just paying fees. That's just business. Money to pirates? We're pirates!
Sometimes.
We're beyond pirates. Pirates are consistent. Pirates have one enemy. Our enemies are negotiable.
Mech warriors, prepare for combat.
The red options were if you are friend of pirates or friend of local government. You could maneuver your way around.
Command interface initiated.
Hey, nice wasteland we
If we
got.
were beyond taking every job we see, not just starting immediately engaged. Neat. But yeah, if we were at that point, I might consider choosing a faction to buddy up with, or at least a faction to adversary against.
Sensors have something.
They've got a
Harvest the
sensor lock on me.
benefits.
Aye, aye. Got a lock.
The Restoration offers a lot of anti-piracy work. So in campaign, you are usually foe to pirates. It would take a lot of crime on the side to even that out.
Mm-hmm.
Light damage. Holding firm. Waiting on you, Commander. Affirmative. Hey, stay in the crosshairs.
Right here. Aye, aye. Roger that.
Pop in.
Yes, Commander. Think I hit something good. What do you need? Hostile eliminated. Minor damage, Commander. Nothing to see here. I hear ya. This is gonna be good.
Well, it is good work.
Waiting for orders.
Does all right by the company.
I'm gonna give them the big bubble. Nice.
The hopper is now running hot enough.
Good to go. I copy. Give them everything you've got. One less target. Reporting. Structural damage.
Commander. Got it. Critical hit, Commander.
Minor damage, Commander. Commander? On my way.
Good punch.
Gotcha.
Highly appreciated.
Excellent form.
Good to go.
Nothing wrong with one of those.
Locked on target. Critical hit, Commander.
So breaching shot is like a heat management skill.
Yeah. It's also good because it's when you do multi-target shots, you can just split it
Yeah,
up.
each one breaches separately. You fire one weapon at each target.
It's a good sniper gun shot
Taking a
or
pounding,
LRM
Commander.
shot thing. It's good for basically anything that's long range.
Waiting for orders.
Or for something with an AC-20.
Roger that.
Because that needs help.
I mean, that just means that basically nothing gets in its way.
Target confirmed.
Because cover is percentile, it's at its most use against heavy weapons.
Yeah.
Mission.
So, the breaching crab. Which each turn chooses 2 lucky robots to be removed from the face of the Earth.
That mech you wanted that mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
I'm willing to keep one of everything from medium up. For the novelty. Why not have a collection? Two and a half Pirate Highlands. 800,000 space bucks.
Roger that.
800,000.
This could give more large parts.
It could.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Waiting for orders.
Training complete.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Training confirmed, Commander. Mech Warrior training complete.
Good to go.
Training complete.
You have orders?
Yes, Commander.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Receiving you.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah?
Mech Warrior training complete.
Receiving you. Good to go.
Orders. Waiting for orders. Ready for orders.
Hey, boss. We've just completed those upgrades.
Books.
All right, I'll get the team on it right away.
Books are pretty good.
Install books.
All hands, make ready for docking maneuvers.
The lost tech of books.
Who makes these kinds of things? Just
Star
putting them
League
on
era books.
notes on paper? What? No way. That's weird. That's wild.
You asked for are online, Commander.
What if more books?
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
Now entering synchronous orbit.
All mech techs to the mech lab. I repeat, all mech techs to the mech lab.
Yeah, let's get Tugboat back out. Yeah, it's piloting an Point Man robot. Gonna be up front, getting into scuffles. Which could also be the Hawk rather than the Wolverine.
Mech warriors, prepare for combat.
Brings a missile into the fray. Could have made this the time to launch Hatchet. And I'm feeling like this should be the last mission of the night, so I'm actually gonna roll back to the pre-mission save. Get that axe.
Command interface initiated.
Ready to rock, Chief.
Gotta get that axe.
Experience Hatchet for the first time.
Look at this block of text that ceases to exist after you've leveled up a bit.
Yeah,
Also,
the ballistic.
this block of text that what? Why? Because cannons weren't bad enough. Also, they have their own personal special debuff for being fired repeatedly.
I think that one right there has actually always been in the game. It's just that it's not really noticeable in any Mech Warrior, and it's only otherwise in the tabletop game.
The X-Man.
Mech warriors, prepare for combat.
And this is also the point in the timeline where, like, the fewest varieties of autocannon are in circulation.
Yeah, easily.
There's a bunch more
There's no-
gun elsewhere.
There's gonna be no ultra autocannons in this one, for instance, which go a long way to making them really good. There's no rotaries. There's no other really ridiculous ones. Rotary guns are disgusting.
Initiated.
This is the age of beam, and beam alone.
Let's get to fighting.
Is the LBX as well, but The LBX is just a weird, big, dumb shotgun.
Heading out. Copy that.
So rotaries are there's a gun type in the game called the Ultra autocannon, the UAC, which is basically it gets to shoot twice in exchange for a chance of jamming. The rotary is that, but 6 times, basically.
Hey, reporting enemy
That's why there's
contact.
only rotary 2s and rotary 5s. There's no rotary 10 or 20.
Aye, aye. Copy that.
A medium and an assault.
Yes, Commander. Position confirmed.
Or wait, no. A lightning assault. Right.
I've got a sensor lock. Orders. I copy. Standing by. Firing jump jets.
Beep.
Targeting for an alpha strike. Something I can do?
I think the axe does contribute to death from above damage, but only because there's a generic melee value in this,
Ready for order.
rather than individual appendages and their bits having melee values.
Firing a full salvo.
Otherwise, dropkick damage would be the result of boots. Victor. And his AC-20. And not much else. Look, it's Gunchback too.
Yeah, the Victor is one of the oldest designs of battled mech. It's like the 4th or 5th design flat out. It's really early on. And just like all of the really old ones, it kinda sucks in a lot of ways.
Receiving you. Commander. Giving them everything I've got. Orders. Aye, Aye, aye.
And a tiny pond that I can use to sink the heat off all of this jumping.
The very first true battle mech was like 2438. The Victor was only about 70 years later.
That's a kill.
Comes stock with an absolutely enormous engine. For basically no benefit.
All right, everybody, let's get this done.
Standing by. Sensors locked on.
Waiting for orders. Got it.
Of course, all things considered, it is still a mech that has an AC-20 in it, and therefore worth
It's an
looking at.
AC-20 in an appropriately sized chassis to be mounting that much firepower.
Yeah.
Receiving you. Moving to position.
Now get over here.
Losing armor.
Receiving you. Target confirmed.
What do you need? Taking the shot. I think I hit something good. Yes, Commander. Commander. Taking a protective stance.
Really?
Commander. Copy that. Got it. Target's taken a critical hit.
Aye, aye. How'd that taste? Commander. Copy that. All weapons, fire. Scored a critical hit. Good to go.
You ever think it's weird how rear attacks just ignore armor? Sorry, cover. It's like, what? The trees aren't there anymore? Weird.
Yeah, they got around the cover. They got around it.
Around the cover.
Outside
outside.
the environment.
The trees all move out of the way. They know not to be there.
Damage. Good to go.
Yes.
On my way.
If only it wasn't already dying and could die from any given thing looking at it.
That hit something good. Good to go. Target confirmed.
This poor Victor. It's doing its best, but
Target eliminated.
It succeeded at having 1/3 of its meat enter our garage.
yes.
The greatest victory of all. And that's the entire mission. That's all that was here.
A panther and a Victor. That was it.
Just a Victor out walking its cat in the woods.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again. You destroyed every single weapon except for the Panther's PPC.
The greatest victory of all. Well, the one heavy is fairly broken in, and we continue to stumble ever closer to a second large, second and then third large.
You're getting
the third
extremely
of a
close.
large. There's only so many misses we have left.
Yeah.
1/3 of 3 different Thunderbolt variants.
One of these days. One of these days. A K2, that Orion, even that Jägermech would actually be somewhat okay because you can just use actual loadouts for it instead of the stock ones.
Both quick draws, near completion. If we find... Every time we find a heavy, there's good odds that it will finish a heavy.
Oh, that's also the good Jägermech version too, the one with the missiles rather than the Bullets.
No, this is the gun Jaeger.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
That's
Right,
support.
okay, yeah. I was looking at 4 next to the... Yep, that's the sport one. Hey, that thing can probably load like 4 large lasers, I don't know.
Or 4 AC2s.
Or 4 AC2s, yeah.
AC2++. Imagine.
Just a big dumb machine gun.
Aye, aye.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Reporting.
One of the navels in the autocannon coffin is... Why the ammo so big?
Training complete.
Shouldn't it be of similar density to the rockets you're firing out of your giant missile racks?
Commander. Receiving you.
Ready? Yeah.
I guess to make sure that it has any punch, it's...
Mech warrior training.
I don't know. I can't explain.
Yes, Commander.
It's autocannon. It's large bullet.
Yes, Commander.
Orders.
Large bullet and small shell.
Commander.
Waiting for orders. What?
Receiving you.
The mysteries. Anyway, in time. Important work being done. In time, Mead will leave the tube again. The adventure will continue.
That will be in some time, from what I understand.
In time.